Well, with flu season in full effect, the push for vaccination is really intense. But what they might not be telling you is you could be trading one danger for another. So we went undercover at two of the nation's top walk-in flu shot pharmacies to see what they had to say about the vaccine's safety and effectiveness.
Hi. Where do you guys do flu shots?
Right over here.
I mean, do you think that it's like safe and effective, and even with all these other...
It's 50 to 70% effective against it. If you do get the flu, it'll be a lot less severe. We've had a tech that did get the shot, did come down with it, but it only took her like 2 days to bounce back.
As you can tell, things are deteriorating. Is there any advice you can give me?
Don't ever take a flu shot again. Now, I watched that night with Dr. Oz, and
we both saw him put that thing in my arm, and within 10 days, I've been struck down.
Have you had a flu shot this year?
No, I don't do that. I'm not going to get sick.
Well, see, the thing is, I got a flu shot and said I was not going to get sick, and I got sick.
That's why I don't need to get a flu shot.
So it's not 100% effective and may even cause the flu. But what do the pharmacists have to say about thimerosal, which you'll find they were very careful to avoid calling it mercury? It's a preservative.
Is there mercury in the flu shot?
There is an extremely small amount, not anything that's dangerous, and it is preservative-free.
Why do they put that in there? I don't understand the thimerosal.
The vials, the preservative-free are drawn up individually, so it's more expensive. The vials, they can do one vial, so you can buy it at a cheaper price. The amount of preservative is less than a can of tuna. So if you look at it that way, it's really not significant.
So as long as you're not getting a bunch of shots.
Yes, at one time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Studies show that most pregnant women should avoid eating canned tuna, though, so this really wasn't sitting easy with me. So I wanted to see what she would say if I introduced pregnancy into the equation. Would she warn me of potential dangers?
Okay. I'm not pregnant now, but I'm trying to be. Is that an
They
issue,
recommend that the pregnant women get the flu shot. They actually had one death of a pregnant woman last week, and she hadn't had the shot.
But here I was reading that it's highly recommended for them to get it.
Yeah.
So
Every OB said to get it.
Okay.
I mean, because if they come down with the flu, they can hardly treat them,
So this shot with the...
So they're extremely propelling right now in Texas for pregnant women to get the shot right now.
Wow. Even the one with mercury in it?
Both places administer Fluzone, which contains 3 influenza strains recommended for this flu season, including the 2009 H1N1. Surprisingly, Fluzone's own patient information sheet says that animal studies haven't been conducted with Fluzone. In fact, it says it is not known whether Fluzone can cause fetal harm when given to a pregnant woman or if it can affect reproduction capacity. So an untested flu vaccine is being recommended for pregnant women and those who are trying to get pregnant. Fluzone should be given to a pregnant woman only if clearly needed. According to the Vaccine Adverse Events Reporting System, reports of fetal demise during the 2009 H1N1 season increased by 4,250%. And a study published in 2012 exposes an insane failed experiment on pregnant women during the 2009 flu season. Dr. Gary Goldman's study, published in the Human and Environmental Toxicology Journal, points out an astounding fact that no one saw until the publishing of the Goldman study. The CDC had recommended the double dosing of the pregnant population with the seasonal flu vaccine with mercury and the untested H1N1 vaccine with mercury. He highlights the fact that the safety and effectiveness of the H1N1 had never been established in pregnant women, and that the combination of 2 different influenza vaccines had never been tested on pregnant women at all. And if you ask for the vaccination package insert like we recommend, you'll find that the warning is still there. It hasn't been tested on fetal development or reproduction.
The only one that pregnant women can't get is the live virus one that is the mist into the nose.
Oh.
Yeah, the pregnant women have to avoid all live viruses, but the inactivated ones, which most of them do contain mercury, are safe.
And while the increase in vaccinations is wiping out some viruses, new superbugs are popping up to replace them.
You know, you can't fool Mother Nature. And as you start to eliminate certain bacteria by the vaccines, other bacteria and viruses fill in the gap.
So what do you have to say about this thing where it says, like, if I get the flu shot, it can increase my chances of getting a different kind of flu?
For example, they have now shown and discovered in research articles that the pertussis vaccine, which has been eliminating the pertussis bacteria, and we've been seeing the increased rates of pertussis going up. They've been trying to figure out why that is. Well, there was an article that came out a couple of weeks ago that said that because the pertussis vaccine eliminates the Bordetella pertussis bacteria, it has created a gap in which another bacteria called Bordetella parapertussis is filling in the gap. And now that they're finding that that bacteria may have, that Bordetella parapertussis may have increased more than 40 times in these children that have had a pertussis vaccine. So now they are developing whooping cough or symptoms that look like whooping cough, but maybe not quite as severe as whooping cough. And they're finding that it's being caused by this new bacteria called parapertussis. And I think that's happening with all of the Prevnar vaccines for strep. It's certainly happened for Hib, that as we eliminated Haemophilus influenza B, there are more strains of that bacteria falling in the gap that are more stronger and more virulent.
So why on earth are they pushing these untested vaccines that are at best 70% effective against some viruses and at worst are creating new superbugs?
When I started into this back in September of 2000, the vaccine industry was about a $10 billion a year industry. Now it's in the 30 to 60 billion. Some of the vaccines are making 5 to 10 billion on their own.
The point is, all vaccines come with risks. So unless you want to be a paying beta tester for Big Pharma's failed experiments, research the dangers for yourself, decide if it's right for you, because even well-meaning healthcare practitioners might not have all the facts.
Alex Jones here to tell you about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what I have found to be the best tasting 100% organic coffee on the planet. For more than a decade, my favorite coffee has come from the high mountains of southern Mexico, where the Chiapas farmers grow their unique shade-grown Arabica beans. We have now managed to secure these sought-after beans in a highly customized blend. Discover and try a bag of the Patriot Blend 100% organic coffee at InfoWarsLife.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support infusion blend. You will be supporting a free press, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com.
See the rest of the nightly news at our sister YouTube channel, The Info Warrior, or become a member of PrisonPlanet.tv and help us take the message of freedom and liberty to the next level. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.